So welcome to your 2021 open enrollment. We are going to go over the medical plans that are not changing with Kaiser and then reminders on the voluntary plans that were available. Do we have Ashley on the telephone by any chance? Okay.
No, but Angela's here.
Okay. Thank you, Angela. So we also
You're
have
welcome.
Aflac on the telephone that's going to go over some changes, and you may have already reviewed the Aflac products that changed for the 2021 plan year. So we'll go over those as well. All right, your open enrollment starts today and terminates on January 29th. What that means is you have until the 29th to complete your enrollment form or waiver and submit it to Rini. So she will be collecting them and then submitting them to CPR. So your medical plan is going to be aligning with the rest of your benefits. What that means is your medical plan that renews in March is now going to be renewing in January of 2022. So it's going to be a short plan year, if you will. So keep that in mind. We will be approaching you again for the Kaiser open enrollment. So now your medical, dental, vision, and all of your other voluntary products are all going to renew in January. So you won't have misalignment of benefits any longer. All right, just some housekeeping items here. All employees who have met the eligibility criteria are eligible for the voluntary products, aside from yourself, legal spouse, domestic partner, children up to the age of 26. The benefits that you're reviewing are effective, the medical plans that you're reviewing are effective March 1st, and you are locked in until the end of the year, until we do the open enrollment again. If you need to make any changes during that time period, you cannot do so unless you have a qualified event. So on the screen, you'll notice some items there, so marriage, divorce, birth of a child, loss of coverage, things of that nature. So if you're currently enrolled in a spouse's plan or Medicaid or anything like that, and you lose the coverage, you have 31 days to notify your HR team that you'd like to review the benefits and potentially enroll. That's also going to apply for your dental and your vision. So I know a lot of you are already enrolled in that for the 2021 plan year. So the changes, or this time around for March, it's going to be your medical. However, if you experience a qualified event during the year, that also opens up the opportunity to review those dental and vision plans. All right, we're going to go over the two Kaiser plans. No changes to the plan, slight increase to the premium. So we'll go over the plan. So you do have two plans to choose from. We call one the high plan and the other one the low plan, just because of the deductibles. So on the high plan or plan one, you have a 0 deductible. Because of the 0 deductible, there is no co-insurance or no cost share with Kaiser. You do have an out-of-pocket maximum of either $1,500 as an individual or $3,000 as a family. Keep in mind all of your co-pays and anything you pay out of pocket at the point of service, all of that goes towards meeting your out-of-pocket maximum. So if you go to the emergency room and you pay $100, that goes towards meeting your out-of-pocket maximum. Preventative care services is going to be covered at 100%. So those are your annual age-appropriate exams and screenings and immunization. Those are all going to be covered at zero out-of-pocket cost. Sick visits. So if you need to go see your provider for a sick visit or diagnostic visit, it's either $30 for a regular doctor or $30 for a specialist. If you're able to schedule those appointments virtually, it is probably the preferred method right now for those of you that are enrolled in the Kaiser. Some of you may have already been doing that, the virtual care, because it avoids you having to go into a facility where you may be exposed to other potentially harmful illnesses. Urgent care, same $30 copay. Emergency room is $100 copay. And then you also have prescriptions. So depending on the type of prescription that you have, is a 30-day retail supply. What that means is one prescription is good for 30 days. You do have mail order supply. It is a 100-day supply, and you pay 2 copays. So it's a really good way to avoid having to go back to that pharmacy and refill those prescriptions. If you can do mail order, it's mailed to you and you have a 100-day supply of those types of prescriptions. So your generic drugs, you're going to pay the lesser of whatever the least expensive amount is for generic drugs, up to $15. And then all your other drugs are going to be at a $30 copay. Any questions on the first plan? All right, the next one is what we call the low plan or the DHMO 2500. So on this plan, you do have deductible. So what the deductible means is when you seek major services such as emergency room services, hospitalization, childbirth, you're going to be subject to your deductible. So keep that in mind. Once you meet your deductible, either $2,500 as an individual or $5,000 as a family, you're going to go into that cost share with Kaiser. Kaiser is going to start to pay 80% of all of those major medical expenses, and you're going to pay 20%. So you're going to continue to pay 20% until you reach that out-of-pocket maximum. Same as the other plan, any co-pays to doctor services, any point of service co-pays, anything like that, all go towards meeting your out-of-pocket maximum. So does the deductible, and so does the coinsurance. Okay, very important to note that. Preventive care, again, age-appropriate screenings, lab work, and immunization is going to be covered at no cost to you. Office visit, regular specialist, $20, and the same with urgent care. Again, if you can schedule those virtual appointments, it's ideal at this moment. For emergency room, you are going to be subject to that deductible if you're visiting the emergency room. And then your prescription, you have a little bit lower cost here on this generic drugs. And then everything else is going to be a $30 copay for a 30-day retail supply or 2 times retail copay for a 100-day supply. So again, it is a preferred method at this point to get mail order prescriptions. So avoid going into the pharmacy. And then you have your medication for 100 days. Any questions on the Kaiser Permanente medical plans? All right. This is a reminder on the flexible spending account. The open enrollment was later of 2020. This is just a reminder if you have the flexible spending account, you can use those dollars to pay for your medical services for yourself, dependents, a spouse for qualified medical expenses. You do not have to be enrolled in the medical plan. You do not have to be enrolled in any of the plans in order to enroll in the FSA. This is a pre-tax deduction. You can elect up to $2,500 in a calendar year. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons that, the alignment of the medical to January 1 is very important, because all of your other items that you may potentially enroll in or voluntary products are all calendar year. So your flexible spending account will now be aligned with your medical plan. So it's easier to plan that way if you enroll for the flexible spending account. Again, if you enrolled, the maximum was $2,500. You were able to carry over $500 into the next plan year. Again, you can use these dollars to pay for medical, dental, vision for yourself and dependents, and you do not need to be enrolled in any plan. You can do this as a standalone. You also have access to the Dependent Care FSA, so pre-tax dollars that you set aside to pay for child care or elderly care. So the money is deducted pre-tax from your paycheck, helping lower that taxable income. It goes into an account, and then you use those dollars to pay yourself back or pay the providers. Some resources available through Kaiser. So the mobile app, I don't know if any of you have it already on your phone. It's a really good app. It helps you coordinate care with providers. You can text your providers as well from your telephone. You can schedule those virtual appointments so you don't have to go into a facility. So it's a really good source to use during these times right now. Also, some information about COVID testing. All the information is ever changing. It's all available on the website. You can go to the Kaiser.com.org website, or you can view that on the Kaiser app as well. So very important there. Also, to find providers. So if you're traveling within the state of California, you need to find a Kaiser facility, a walk-in. There's again the app. You can go straight to the website, and then also there is the Kaiser Permanente Thrive. So that's their wellness program. If you have the opportunity to take advantage of it, please do so. There's some really good tips on there on how to continue to be physically active during these times. Any questions? Some refreshers on the dental. So again, this opportunity to enroll was at the end of 2020. Again, if you experience a qualified life event, it does open the opportunity to enroll yourself, come off of the dental plan, vision, etc., during the 2021 plan year. So again, these are just reminders or refreshers on the plans that you have available. So the first plan is the PPO base plan. So this plan has a $1,500 maximum that you can use towards your dental services. This is for yourself and any dependent. So if yourself, a spouse, and children each gets $1,500 to use towards your dental services. Your preventative care services are going to be cleanings twice a year, emergency services, x-rays, space maintainers, sealants for children. Those are all going to fall under the preventative services, and those are covered at 100%. Basic services are going to include your cavities, emergency services, and if you use the basic or major services, you are going to be subject to a one-time deductible of $50 as an individual or $150 as a family, and you only pay that once during the calendar year. If you only go in for your cleanings and your preventative care, you will not have to pay that deductible. Major services, crowns, dentures, implants, those are all a 50-50 cost share. And again, you have $1,500 to use towards your care. Then you have an additional $1,000 to use towards child orthodontia. That's a one-time lifetime benefit per child. The next plan is a DHMO plan. On this plan, there is no annual maximum. There is no deductible. You can use the plan as often as needed and as much as needed. Your preventative care services, cleanings twice a year are covered. Additional cleanings on this plan are $45. All other services are going to be on a fee schedule. So if you need to go in for a root canal, a crown, a dentures, or braces for children or yourself, those are all going to be covered at a fee schedule. So the fee schedule has been going, this is a plan, the second year we offer this plan. So the fee schedule is available if you need to take a look at it. It does require you to pick a primary care dentist. So you do have to pick one for yourself. Each person in the family may have their own primary care dentist, and that primary care dentist is who's going to coordinate all of your services. So you have to go to an oral surgeon. They will facilitate that and send a referral request to that particular provider. So it's very important that you pick one. If you don't pick one, you will be assigned one based on your home zip code. Anytime during the calendar year, you can change that provider. Any questions on the two dental plans? Okay, IMED. So this is again the second year we offer this plan. It is through Delta Dental using IMED as a network, but the name of the network is called Insight. So in this plan, you have your exams available every 12 months, and it is going to be a rolling 12 months. What that means is if you went in 2020, let's say July 1st to get your exam, you do have to wait until July 1st of 2021 to schedule your eye exam. And that's going to be at a $10 copay. You have a frame allowance available again every 12 months. It's a $120 allowance and then a 20% discount above that. Your lenses, again, every 12 months, single vision, bifocal, and trifocal is going to be at a $10 copay. Contact lenses, again, available every 12 months in lieu of the lenses for your glasses. So what that means is you can go and get your frames, your contact lenses with the allowance, and then pay for the lenses for your glasses, and you get a 40% discount, or vice versa. Again, contact lenses, you have an $80 allowance and then a 15% discount above that. Medically necessary contact lenses are going to be covered in full. Any questions on the vision? Okay, and there again is the reminder of the network. Voluntary life, we did have a change from Unum to MetLife, and I know that happened late in 2020. And hopefully everybody was provided that information. If anybody has questions, please feel free to reach out to your HR admin, which is Priscilla or myself, and we'll be happy to assist. So all employees working 20 plus hours are eligible for the voluntary life insurance. It is the same as Unum, 5 times your annual income up to $500,000 available. $200,000 being guaranteed issue, again, 5 times annual being up to 200 being guarantee issue. Now, if you're enrolled in a Unum life insurance for any amount, that has automatically been rolled over to MetLife. And if you exceeded the $200,000, that was grandfathered in. What that means is you will not have to provide additional underwriting to MetLife or subject to additional underwriting through MetLife. Okay, and then you have the guarantee issue for your spouse of 25,000, and then children is 10,000. One of the biggest changes with the MetLife plan is there is no benefit reduction. With the Unum plan, as we age, our benefits begin to drop. With MetLife, it does not drop to the termination of the policy. Long-term disability available through MetLife as well. So if you had the long-term disability available or enrolled in it through Unum, it was automatically grandfathered over to MetLife. So same here. It covers or starts to cover you after the 90 days. Or if you're on any other type of short-term disability, whether it be a state plan, it'll start after the termination of that plan. It pays up to 60% of your pre-disability earnings. Now, the pre-disability earnings now are going to include your base, commission, and bonus. So that's how it's going to be factored into the 60%. The maximum payout is $7,500. The plan duration is up to age 65 or normal Social Security retirement age. There is a pre-existing limitation. So if you're enrolled under Unum with long-term disability, you've satisfied that pre-existing condition limitation. So you do not need to worry. If you're enrolled for the first time, it's called a 312. What that means is if you saw a provider, were diagnosed with, or took medication for a condition 3 months prior to the effective date of the policy, and then you went out on leave in 2021, it would not be compensable for 12 months. But again, if you were enrolled with Unum before, you've met that pre-ex limitation already. All right, I want to go over another program that's available to all the employees. This is 100% free to all employees and dependents, no out-of-pocket costs. It's the Employee Assistance Program. Or EAP, known as EAP. So what this program provides is short-term counseling for many needs, especially during these times. You may just want to pick up the phone and talk to somebody, or maybe one of your dependents needs help to talk through something. It's really good resources, and again, no cost to you. Provides also legal services, again, no cost to you. The consultations are free, and there you get 3 face-to-face in regards to the short-term counseling. There's also referrals available if you're new to an area and need help navigating through something right now. They're there to help you as well. Free financial services as well available to you. So the services are available 24/7, 365, again, for yourself and all of your dependents. You can visit them via the portal, a telephone app. I highly recommend the website because they have a lot of self-help videos, things you can enroll in, some wellness, and employee discounts as well available on the site. So it's really good information and services provided at no cost to you. All right, now we have some exciting things to go over regarding AFLAC. And you may have already seen this information, but this is a reminder or the opportunity to make changes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it is. We have really new, exciting policies that are being offered. They were offered at the end of 2020, but I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of them if you didn't see what they were. And to let you know, you can definitely reach out to me and we can make changes, get you set up, whatever needs to be done. But as far as the accident plan, that is a really, really good plan. It's 24/7 on or off the job. It's great if you do have children playing sports, just everyday activities, that kind of thing. But it does cover any injuries to the body. And there's money that would be paid out to you to help you with your out-of-pocket, such as the deductible and the out-of-pocket max. That's what AFLAC is meant to do. We do have the critical illness plan. Used to be 2 separate plans. It was a heart attack and stroke with a cancer separate. Now it's all on one policy. That's a really great one just to think about if you have any kind of family history. Definitely look into that. The younger that you sign up for that, the less expensive the rates are. And that's something I would be happy to go through with anybody one-on-one. And then we do have a hospital plan. And that one covers you for any reason that you end up in the hospital. It could be an accident, an illness, maternity. We do have a lot of people that do use that for maternity. And it's $2,000 for your initial stay in the hospital plus $200 per day that you do stay in there. And then each of the plans do come with a $50 wellness benefit. So back when Leticia was talking about your like your physicals and your well woman exams and all of those are covered by your health insurance, Aflac would still pay you $50 for going in and getting those, which is kind of an incentive to stay up on your health and on your exams. So once again, these are the new plans that were offered. If anybody needs anything, please feel free to reach out to me after the meeting or later this week, and I would be happy to go through anything and help you with that. So thanks for the time.
Angela, can you put your information on the group chat so they have a direct line to you? Because I have on here Jose's phone number and email address. So if you could
Sure.
just add it to
Yeah,
the
I'll
group chat, and then everybody, if you would like to contact Angela directly to go over your individual policies, if you have Aflac today and you want to review what you have today and potentially make changes, she'll be happy to review those with you. I have found that even for myself, I've saved quite a bit of money moving to these new plans, and I was able to add additional coverages. So I was really excited about the changes through Aflac. And thank you, Angela. Okay, we're going to continue to move forward. So United Pet Care or Pet Health Care, try and say that a few times fast, right? So these services are available throughout the calendar year. You have the opportunity to enroll in the last part of 2020. These are post-tax deductions, so typically we don't allow annual enrollment, but if there's a particular need, please reach out to me and we'll accommodate. But the pet healthcare covers your pets, pretty much anything except for fish. I asked, somebody wanted to know. Provides discounts for veterinarian services, physicals, rabies shots, prescriptions for pets. Who knew they were expensive? They are. My dog takes allergy meds and they're fairly pricey. But using the services with United Pet Care, I'm able to get some discounts on her prescription. So good services available. I would start with the website. Type in your zip code and perhaps the veterinarian that you use today is already part of the United Pet Care program. Legal Shield and ID Shield. So again, the opportunity to enroll was late in 2020. So the Legal Shield helps you with legal issues. You have attorneys at your disposal 24/7, a law library. They help you with simple will preparation and a lot more. And the ID Shield helps protect you against identity theft. So they monitor your credit, the World Wide Web, including the dark web, to make sure your information is not floating out there and somebody is trying to use or assume your person. All right, next step. So everybody needs to complete an enrollment form or a waiver. So either you're going to enroll in the medical or you're going to waive. So we do need to collect that from everybody uh, by the 29th. So Rini will be collecting and reaching out, and we'll need to collect those by the 29th. So if you have to make changes to your dental vision or any of the other products, please contact Rini directly. Right now, it's open enrollment for medical. If you're newly eligible, again, see Rini regarding that in regards to the medical dental vision and the life products. If you need additional information, we'll be happy to send it out to you. Does anybody have any questions on anything we've gone over? Additional comments? All right. Well, thank you everybody for your time. I will be sending out the YouTube link later. So we did have a question come in through the chat in regards to the rates, and the medical rates did go up. We were able to negotiate them down slightly from their initial, so it was some back and forth. They did go up a little bit. So to answer your question. And the deductions, the per pay period deductions are going to be available on the enrollment form that has been sent to Rini. So she will be sending that out to everyone. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for your time today. Stay well.
Okay, thanks, Leticia. Bye.